Okay, guys. Simple question, as I said. How does the project Snarky Puppy start? Where do you come from?
I started the band when I was in college in 2003 or 2004, like 13 years ago. I was writing music, and I picked 9 of my friends at school to just try the music out, to read it, and we played a little gig in a pizza place, and then we just kept playing.
Your music is connected to jazz, funky, there are different sounds that arrive from different parts of the world. How did you create this innovative sound? Did it just come out?
Well, I think everybody in the band is interested in lots of different kinds of music. So, we all listen to a lot of different stuff. So we kind of take the things that we like from different genres and put them together. And then also, the guys themselves are really, have a huge amount of influence in the way that the music sounds and feels. Marcelo's from Argentina, Larnell's from Canada, but his family's Caribbean, So there's all these, individual influences that are interjecting into kind of like the dialogue of the band.
Now, usual question. You must have heard this 1,000 times. How does it work being so many people? Do you blend in? Do you, as you said, you all collaborate, and it just melts all together?
You leave the ego at the door as often as you can.
Yeah.
It's, when you're making music together, regardless of who's on stage, you're making music for the music and for the audience that's listening. So it's really just about serving the music to me, yeah.
And we feed off each other. Like, every musician is very different, and I think it changes in a good way when the people change in the group. It makes it fresh, more fresh, and also we feed off each other.
You're helping each other without even knowing it.
Yeah, with the new energy.
Yeah.
Changes the music.
Changes the
Keeps
music.
it interesting, the interaction, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a good thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, you can hear it when you listen to your songs. Now, as you were talking about the audience, you have a very vast audience, let's say different generations. How do you think you reach to all these different generations? What makes you... How is it? How does it work? Because, for example, a friend of ours over there said that he was in a concert of yours in London, and it was completely packed with youngsters, but then again you also have generations from different age groups.
For me, being on stage, sometimes feeling like an audience member in the sense that I'm, participating but checking out the music as well. It's the fun that's being had on stage, It's that experience of everyone, most of the time being relaxed, but just enjoying the moment and enjoying the music, and I think that people relate to that regardless of your age.
And also I think the band listens to music from a variety of generations. So, we grew up with Nirvana and Pearl Jam and Kirk Franklin and God's Property and yeah, exactly, with the stuff from our generation, but also we grew up listening to music from our parents' generations and our older brothers.
Picking up.
Yeah, so we listen to everything, and we try to also be really aware of the things that are happening today, in this week. And so we just take the things we like and put them together. So in that way, I think it's easy to reach different races and cultures and demographics and age groups.
I think also it's a balance of musicians. We are how do you say this? It's a good balance of melodies that are memorable, I think, and for any age, they are memorable, and also being virtuosic in a way, like musicians being virtuos, but for the music, not
on their own.
to show off or
Okay,
anything.
that's it.
No ego.
Yeah.
Grammy, you won it, and you were against these Coyotes. I'm sorry for the pronunciation. How does that feel? Bad.
I mean, I love Hiatus Coyote. We're obviously grateful for the opportunities that an award like that gives us,
Quite an achievement.
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, I don't think anyone in this band ever thought we would win a Grammy, and definitely nobody thought that we would win two, you know. So I think we're very grateful, and when that thing happens, people think of you differently, and you get a different kind of respect. That is a great thing for everyone in the organization. It's kind of sad that an award does that, you know, because nobody makes music to win awards, you know. And especially in the, you know, this year, Marcus Miller was in our category, Bill Frisell was in our category. The first year, Kendrick Lamar was in our category, Tamar Braxton, Hiatus Coyote, Anthony Ham, I mean, you know, big, amazing artists that we love and listen to, and so it's kind of weird to sit there and have somebody tell you, oh, you won, and you're like, what about Bill Frisell? I love Bill Frisell.
You must have got it wrong.
Can he win too? You know, so it's kind of like, that's strange, you know, but you know, it's awards. It's kind of like, you just have to take it for what it is, and take the positive things from it and try to use them to your advantage to make things more comfortable for the people in the band, and to try to make the music reach more people.
And I heard you talking about some charity albums that you have been doing, and you've been educational let's say educational projects.
Sure.
What do you feel about that? You feel you have to give some kind of help in some case, or be an example? Is that?
Well, Larnell is a professional jazz educator. We're just amateurs, so
I think it's a beautiful thing to give back whenever you can, and those projects always have, at least the one that I was involved in, was really positive. You know, being able to give back to the girls and boys. I think it was in New Orleans. Is that part of the church?
Yeah.
So, you know, having, I guess you could say, some spotlight on us, but then redirecting the spotlight to, you know, another group of people who need help, or to encourage others not only to help, but that they can also join and just make music, just being youngsters. It's just, it's a great thing to just continually share and turn around and just do what we can for the generation coming up after us.
Yeah, I think it's very different thing hearing a record, watching a YouTube video, seeing a concert, and then actually having those musicians sit in front of you and answer questions for you and demonstrate things and be very like hands-on rather than just performing. I think it really makes a huge impact on the people, and especially now with the way the music world is, I think we need as much
Interaction.
Food for the young generation as possible, because, you know, we really need young musicians coming up and presenting great music. You know, my generation had a kind of feudalistic view of everything, that kind of like it was hopeless. You might as well just join a big pop artist, because there's no way you can get your thing on the radio or on TV. And now I see something changing, and I think we want to take that ball and just keep rolling it, you know, as best we can.
Different albums, instrumental, but now also with some singing involved. How does that feel? Is just to try? Is it easy to move from one kind to another, implementing the music, the songs?
I think so. No?
Comes natural.
Are you referring to like the family dinner?
Yeah,
project?
exactly.
Doing a symphony record, doing one of our
Records or live performances, just the records.
records, right?
Records, albums, yes.
Cool.
I mean, we all grew up listening to singers, right? And so I think we all like to do that as well as, you know, just instrumental. To me, I think it felt pretty natural to do that.
All the guys in the band are sidemen as well.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Snarky Puppy isn't the only band that we play in. We all play with loads of different artists, and we do studio sessions. So I think it's just a part of who we are, that we enjoy collaborating with other artists and bringing them into our thing as well.
It's all music.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And how about tonight? Are we going to listen for something from the last album? Maybe?
Yeah, I think probably most of what we're going to play tonight is from our newest record, Colcha Volcha. And then the other kind of 40% will be a combination of material from our other 10 albums.
That's quite a number.
Yeah.
And well, I don't know what I'm doing, and but have we missed out something that you would like to, some concept or something that you?
I think you got everything.
Yeah.
That's good.
Make music, be happy, eat food, make sure you sleep. I don't know, man. Just
Tips for touring.
tips for life. I mean, it's just everything in the world's so crazy right now. I think, as much positivity as possible would be awesome.
Absolutely.
Okay.
There you go.